Man, we've got all the bright lights here, don't we?
Hey, I'm Mike Eovino, and I'm a part of the 2-in-1 golf team. I joined Sterling and Madison a little over a year ago, and I've been making podcasts and videos and writing blog posts with the guys ever since. When I'm not working on stuff with 2-in-1, I work for a software company called Red Hat. I've been in tech my entire career, so almost 30 years now. But honestly, my first love, it really is the game of golf. I got started playing when I was a little kid. My grandfather got me into the game. And I have memories of practicing in vacant lots with him. In fact, I remember one time when I was out picking up balls and he didn't realize I was there, and he clocked me in the back of the head with a pretty well-struck wedge shot. I went down like a sack of potatoes. He thought he had killed me, but I was fine, recovered from it, although the shot to the head might explain a lot. I really didn't start playing seriously until I started working at a country club on the Jersey Shore as a caddy back in 8th grade. And that's when I really got hooked. And I was really lucky in that the pro at that club, he liked the caddies, and especially the guys who worked in the shop for him, to all be better than the members' kids. So he gave us lessons. And I got to where I was a pretty decent player. We had kids in the shop who played Division I golf and were really, really good. I was a pretty good high school player, but never really accomplished much of anything, and kind of got out of the game when I got to college, stopped playing, started getting interested in other things, and really didn't get back into it until after I got a little bit older, got a little more settled, started working, and actually had enough time and enough disposable income and some friends who started playing again. But the bug really bit me hard again once I started playing. That continued on for a while, and I just kept getting more and more hooked on it, more and more serious about playing golf. I was lucky that both my daughters play. My oldest, who's graduated from college now, she played in high school, and my youngest plays on her high school team as well. So, I'm pretty fortunate that golf has really been a family affair with the Eovinos for quite some time. And, again, I'm pretty fortunate with that. So there was a time that I was actually playing quite a bit, was very serious about it, started playing competitively again a little bit, and really started to get the bug for playing in competition. But right after that, the first of my kids was born, and with that, really golf had to kind of take a back seat. And ever since then, golf has been more about getting to spend time with friends, getting to spend time with family, and really not taking it so seriously anymore. And honestly, once I did that, I really started enjoying it a lot more. It was almost like I had to give myself permission to not be as good as I used to be, and to just not worry about it so much. A good friend of mine told me that, look, you're not good enough to get mad when you play. You're just not. So there's no point. There's no point in beating yourself up. So now when I'm playing, really what I want to get out of it, it's more experiences than anything. Whether it's playing different courses or just trying new things. One of the things that I've loved about getting involved with 2-in-1, I never really thought that I would be interested in shooting video and editing video and all the things that go into producing content, but that really has gotten me hooked, and it surprised me as much as anything. I figured that I would be out here just kind of helping out, helping Sterling, helping Madison, helping them create stuff, but I've found that I've really enjoyed creating content, even if I'm out here by myself, and then plowing through footage and editing it, and all of that stuff is just yet another hobby that I've gotten myself into. And I've got some pretty interesting courses on the docket for this year. We've got a trip to Florida planned where we're going to be playing some of the courses at Cabot Citrus Farms, and then my daughter and my wife and I are going to be heading to Scotland in the summer. And again, when you're talking about experiences, I mean, I don't think that golf experiences are going to get any better than that. So now, I want to play as well as I possibly can, obviously, but it really is more about who I'm playing with and where I'm playing and getting to play new places, getting to experience new things. That really is the most important thing to me now. 2-in-1 isn't my first foray into the golf online sphere. I've tried to get a few blogs going. Back in the early days of the internet, I'd created a few websites based around rating golf courses, but I never could get anything to take off. And trying to do things as a one-man band, it's just so tough to stay motivated. And I think that's one of the great things about being part of a team, is that I've got other people to bounce ideas off of. We kind of feed off of each other's energy, and being part of a team, there's always someone there to pick you up if you don't feel like doing something. Maybe I don't feel like recording today. Well, no, we're going to get out there as a team and we're going to get some stuff done. And I think that's made it a whole lot easier to be consistent and to actually keep putting stuff out there, keep putting our voices out there into the internet. And because of that, we've been able to keep this thing going now for about 2 years, which is, I think, pretty phenomenal. So favorite local course in the Richmond area has got to be Lakeside Park Club. It's an old Donald Ross course designed back in the 20s, I believe. It's not really long, nowhere close to 7,000 yards from the tips, but to be honest, it's really all you can handle. And the first couple times you play it, you think, just, my gosh, there's no way I can even get myself around this place. It's just impossible. But it kind of reveals itself to you as you continue to play it, and you start to figure it out shot by shot and hole by hole. And I think that's something about a great course, that it draws you in over time, and you need a lot of chances on it. You need a lot of reps on it in order to be able to see, where you want to hit the ball, where you don't want to hit the ball, how it's going to react. And through that, I think the architect really kind of reveals themselves and what it is that they were trying to get across and how they wanted to see golf played. And Lakeside, I think, is just a perfect example of that. Dream foursome. What would my dream foursome be? That's a really Really good question. Like I said before, golf really is kind of a family thing with the Eovinos. So my dream foursome, honestly, would be for myself and my two daughters to get to play with my grandfather. Neither of them ever got to meet their great-grandfather. He passed away when my wife was pregnant with my oldest daughter. And I know that it really would have meant a lot to him to get to meet his great-granddaughters and to see them playing golf and loving the game and knowing that he was kind of the one that got the whole Eovino family started, me, my dad, all this. I think that would be my dream. So where do I see the future of golf going? It's really exciting to me. It really is. I think if we can kind of set the shenanigans in the professional game aside for a little bit and talk about the golf that we amateurs play, I think that there's so many really great, really cool golf experiences out there now. The courses that are being built, they're really being built for the right reasons. They're not being built to sell real estate. They're being built because somebody wants another really interesting golf course. The move away from traditional 18-hole courses and moving to courses that you can play in a shorter amount of time. Courses that are easier for beginners, but still challenging for more skilled players, and trying to reach that kind of broader audience for golf, who they might not all be interested in the traditional 4-hour 18-hole round of golf with 4 people that kills a significant portion of the day, but that you can get out and play a few holes in an hour in a place that's really cool and really fun and really interesting and have a good time doing it. And I think that as more and more of those kinds of facilities come online, you're starting to see them here in Richmond, you're starting to see them all over the country. I'm going to get to see a few of them this year, I think, and I'm really excited about that. And I think that if golf keeps moving in that direction, where we're trying to draw more people in and make it easier for more people to get involved and to do it more frequently, then I think the game of golf is really, really heading in a great direction.